brings about a lot of challenges, not only with physical sites being the issue. One of the biggest issues is keeping the integrity of the college studies program. Right now, the small learning community format is being created for implementation. What we need to do is we need to look at the college studies program, and we need to make sure that we have systems and processes in place that it can evaluate the sustainability of the CSP program within the small learning centers. Because right now, no one knows the answer to that. I believe that the college studies program should be a school within a school. It should have its own personnel, students, budget, resources, and its own building, and its own sites if it's within if it's in a building with more than one program. But the big issue is we have to create processes and systems so we can continually evaluate the sustainability of CSP, because if we wait and the program fails, we've got a section of students that are in CSP that are going to suffer, their education is going to suffer. So right now, we should be creating systems that we can continuously monitor with periodic implementation surveys of teachers, so we can identify problems before they become big issues and big challenges for those students in the college studies program. It should be a priority of ours to maintain the credibility of the CSP program with the implementation of the small learning communities.
I believe that CSP is one of the 2 or 3 best programs at Waukegan High School. We've had 3 students that went to that have been accepted in the standard, all CSP students. CSP, as James said, there is no longer a requirement to get in. Any student can get in CSP. That was mandated by the state because of our small learning communities that we were forced to do. Now I'm told that once a student is in CSP, if they do not meet the requirements, the grade point average, then they will be put on probation. If they still do not meet the GPA, then they will be pulled out of the program on paper, but they will stay in the same house, CSP house. They will take the same courses, but on paper they will not be in CSP. What that's going to do is that it's going to hurt that student's GPA. That's going to destroy his GPA, because if he's struggling in calculus, he's still going to have to take the same course, and it's going to hurt him. What we've done in the last few months is we've watered down the CSP program such that now, if anyone can get in, it's just another program. And if we do not let the students pull back out of CSP, it's going to hurt that child's grade point average. It's going to hurt him in the future. We can't do that. We've got to stop that. I like Steve's idea. We talked about that before, about having CSP as a school within a school, even before the small learning communities were going on. CSP is a tremendous program we give to kids. The problem is we spend a lot of time on the kids that don't care one way or the other. We spend a lot of time on the different program. We don't have anything in between, the students in between. The CSP has got to be a premier program at Waukegan High School, because that's one of the top programs in the school. It's got to be preserved.
My 17-year-old son is graduating this year from the CSP program, and by the way, he was accepted to Lake Forest College with scholarship. So I'm very proud of him. The program has been very successful through the years, and I, for one, do not want to see this program jeopardized in any way or diluted in any way. There are a lot of fears and a lot of speculation going on as to what is going to become of the CSP program, and so far it's all just fears and speculation. Now, some of the fears may be grounded. There may be some legitimate reasons why people are concerned about this, but I don't think that all of the bugs and all the details have been worked out quite yet. And I don't think that that a student who's really struggling with a certain program is going to be forced to remain in it if he can't succeed in it and if he doesn't want to be in it. So I don't think that all of the ground rules have been laid out here. I think this is a work in progress, and something that is going to require further investigation and further study. However, how are we going to control it? How are we going to monitor it? We are going to monitor it. We are going to stay in very close contact with the superintendent to let him know our concerns, to let him know that he is responsible for seeing to it that this program continues to be of the high caliber that it has been over the years, and more than that, We want to see it become even better. And there's talk of all students going to college. Why can't we have a goal of all students going to college? That should be the goal. They're not all going to do it. There's reality, and we realize that all students are different. Some just can't cut it. Some kids might want to go to trade school instead, or may have other ideas of what they want to do. But I think all of our students should have the opportunity, if they want to, go to college. But again, we have to be very mindful that we don't let the program be diluted. And we have, as a board, have to be very vigilant and very watchful over what is going on to make sure that we do not jeopardize or cheapen the program in any way. Thank you.
Yes, with regard to the small learning grant that we received, we had to remove the testing and requirements in order to get into CSP. I was on the board when Ellen Reinhardt brought the idea of the CSP program to us. And I endorsed that program, and I have been supporting it ever since it's been in existence. There have been a few problems along the way, because when we had two separate high schools, we had a problem with third and fourth year languages, that we didn't have enough students in one building, so that we had to shift kids from building to building, or we had to offer different classes to combine the languages together. We had to combine some of the calculus classes together because we had enough students. I hope that this does not occur again. I will support that program. I will monitor that program. If a parent sees something wrong, just let me know about it. I will follow through on it because it's a good program and I support it 100%.